his timing.
Rick, you forget big guys all want to dribble the ball.
That was powerful, but the dribble, I agree, may have messed it up just a bit. Now he'll get a 49.5 that would put him ahead of Kenny Walker on his windmill.
That's about a 46.8 right there.
Yeah, plus he didn't take off anywhere near as far out as Scottie Pippen. Let's see where he does wind up hitting. See how far in he hit. I mean, it isn't even close. Of course, he certainly had some good power on the move, but certainly probably the worst dunk of the three he's done so far.
Each competitor gets 2 dunks plus a replacement here in the semifinal round. The top score is 49.5. Wilkins had a 48, and that's a 47.6 for Shawn Kemp.
You know what happens also too with young guys? They show their best early, and then the guys never been in the competition. Rick, Kenny Walker and Dominique, they get warmed up as they go along because they've been here before. They know that they're going to hold off because as it gets down to the end, this crowd will start getting excited on who makes the best dunk.
Kenny Smith has the highest score so far today, a 49.6 in the first round. Oh, that one's strong.
I tell you, this young guy right here is doing it. That was sweet.
I tell you, that ball was behind him. He had to go back and get it and then bring it to the hole. And remember, the other guys are big men. This man is only 6'3" tall. Now watch how he's going to go. See, the ball's behind him. He's got to go back, get it. Now turn around and throw it in. I think it may have forced him to make a more creative dunk. Here he goes. Behind.
I like his finish here. Watch him as he comes down. He pirouettes, and after he comes down, he bounces up, throws his arms in the air like he's a gymnast. What's the score?
All right, let's get a view now from Michael Jordan. It's a 49-1 for Kenny Smith. Michael Jordan's with Craig Sager.
Well, thank you, Bob. Michael Jordan, the only man to successfully defend his Gatorade Slam Dunk title. What do you like so far?
Well, I think Kenny is defending his title very well, I think, but he's got some great challenges. I think Kenny Smith is the underdog of the situation because he's not quite known as a dunker, but he's very quick. But he's shown some creativity.
Why don't you call this dunk for us? You kind of second-guess yourself? You wish you were in this?
Kind of, sitting here, I wish I was in. But Kenny just told me he was going to take a page from my book, so I think if I don't know what he's going to do, but it's got to do with something that I've already done. And it may be the lean, it may not, I don't know. But he's looked like he's getting some advice from Patrick Ewing. Which I thought it was a lean. Was it a lean? I couldn't see it that good.
It was like the one you did to win it in '87 where you took off from the side.
He told me he was going to try to take a page from that. And I can't see it. I'm going to see it on replay. But he's got the ability to do it.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Good job, kid.
As the competition continues, let's go back to Bob Neal.
Well, let's look at it again. That's the leaner that Jordan won with in '87, but not a clean slam.
Yeah, the Superman flyer as he was going in there that time didn't quite look like Michael when he did it, but still a pretty good score, Bob.
A 47.9 for a total of 97.4. The top two will advance to the championship round. So Kenny Walker with a 97.4.
I think that might have opened the door for Shawn Kemp here to come up with a big one. Of course, a lot will depend upon what happens with Dominique, but hey, this is still wide open.
Remember, Dominique has used his replacement dunk.
Now, he likes one here. I don't know if he's going to do it where he takes off and then comes over the other side of the basket behind his head.
Ooh. A two-handed windmill jam. And Cliff Leverson, his Atlanta teammate, came up. You saw the look of Magic Johnson and Isaiah Thomas. When you impress these guys, that's good.
Look at this. I mean, look at this power. I mean, he makes it look so easy. It looks routine.
Yeah, normally you see a windmill with only one hand. This time, Neek plants those 2 feet, gets that great vertical lift, and look at boom, takes it around the windmill, 2 hands, back up, and then power.
For a 49.7 and a total of 97.7, and that places Wilkins ahead of Walker, and that's the number to beat.
Well, now Shawn Kemp's got to come up with one of those 49-something dunks here to have a chance. That would put a lot of heat on Smith to have to come up with something to beat those guys and move into the finals.
Well, Shawn Kemp needs what does he need? Like a 49.8, I think, to tie.
50.1. He had a 47.6 on the first one. 50, of course, is the maximum score. 49.8 with tie. A 49.9.
Tie for first or second?
It would tie for second.
No, he's got to get his best done. Didn't
and get the good bounce here at the Miami Arena. Get a chance to try that again. 20 years old, youngest player in the NBA, 6'10".
Uh-oh.
That was his first. He'll get a replacement.
He had a really good toss on that one, Rick. I thought he was right there. He just got a little bit, when he brought it down, he wasn't able to get enough elevation to finish it.
He got it that time.
Yeah, but see, the crowd didn't get as excited about that one either.
They'd seen it before, earlier in the first round. Will the judges feel the same way?
Yeah, I'm sure Sean's not going to make it into the next round, but still a good performance for the 20-year-old here as he gets it up. Now, there's a two-hand windmill going up off of a high lob. He actually did more creativity on the same type of dunk as Dominique Wilkins. Had he made it on the first one, he might have had a shot.
Yeah,
A 48.8 for Sean Kemp.
A 48.8, which gives Kemp a 46.4, and that would put him in third place. And, of course, only the top two will advance. So Kenny Smith has got to do better than a 97.4 to beat Kenny Walker to move to the championship round.
So he needs what? He needs a 48.3 on this one to tie for second.
At which there would be a dunk-off then for the advancement. So a 48.4 would move him into the final round.
I'd say Kenny Smith has done a lot better than I thought he would. I did not think he would be here at this phase of the competition.
A mere 6'3". That was pretty strong on the bounce and a two-handed reverse jam. But will the style get him enough from the judges?
I got a feeling he might not make it. It's a heck of a dunk. There's the nice bounce. He clutches it and brings it down. Two hands over the head. Very creative.
He's going to miss it by about 0.2, Rick. This is going to be about a 48.1.
They've been given a lot of high scores here in this round, so who knows? 49.
Whoa! 49.
That means he got into the final.
98.3, and that means the championship round will be Dominique Wilkins and Kenny Smith. Kenny Skywalker, the defending champion, has been eliminated. I don't like the call from the judges there. I'll say it. I don't think it was as good as the Kenny Skywalker dunk.
I thought that score was a little high. You know, Kenny Walker has to be a little disappointed. And Kenny Smith right now is elated along with Dominique Wilkins.
So it'll be Kenny Smith and Dominique Wilkins. Wilkins, a former champion, for the championship and $20,000 when we return to Miami.
Welcome back to the Gatorade Slam Dunk Championship, where Kenny Walker is about to relinquish his title, either Kenny Smith or Dominique Wilkins. What do you think of the judges?
Well, the judges have been very tough so far today, you know, but, you know, there's two good dunkers in here getting ready to go at it. It's going to be tough. Kenny Smith has come up with some good dunks, and Dominique is throwing out some good ones, too, so it should be pretty interesting.
What do you like?
I'm not going to make a prediction on this. I'm going to just wait and see.
Back to you, Bob.
Some class shown there by Kenny Walker. Obviously disappointed. He's the defending champion. Didn't make it to the finals, but he gave great credit to Kenny Smith from Sacramento at 6'3". There are 3 dunks in the final round with 1 replacement dunk, and Kenny Smith will go first as Dominique won the flip and elected